Okay, everybody, welcome to today's webinar. Today is Monday. Okay, so I launched a poll already. Is this your first time attending this webinar? Do let us know. Okay, do let us know. Is this your first time with us? So I do see there are a couple of new names here, and indeed it's your first time with us. So let me tell you more about what we do. We have a daily webinar where Jin will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for a very specific currency for each day. Monday we'll talk about the Aussie and New Zealand. Tuesday is the Euro. Wednesday is the Pound. Thursday is Yen and Gold. And Friday, Canadian dollar and cryptocurrency. So today it's Monday. So Jin will be talking about the Aussie and New Zealand pairs. As he'll be taking us through different time frame, this webinar is going to be very beneficial to both long-term investors and short-term traders. During this session, Jin will go through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlighting potential targets and risks. However, a disclaimer, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Now, a quick introduction about LCMS traders and Forex briefcase. LCMS traders is where we coach traders to be consistent and profitable in the Forex market, and Forex briefcase, which is our managed account services, where their team trades at AUM of more than 12 million USD on a daily basis. Now, let me run a second poll right now and let me know. Okay, let me know here if it's your. How do you get to know this webinar? Right? Do let us know. Let us know. Okay, so while we do this, let me take this opportunity to share with you more about LCMS Traders Club. Here, let me get this in. And where is my screen? Here. Okay, here we go. No, this is not what I want to share here, but this is the LCMS Traders Club is established as a private interactive platform where we teach, guide, signal, coach you to be a better and more profitable trader. This is the place to be regardless of whether you're new, experienced, part-time or full-time trading. Now, if you're joining us from the Telegram channel, you have enjoying our trade signals absolutely free. A question you might have is when you were told to get to a trade, you do not know which take profit targets to exit out. Now, in the Traders Club, we not only give you the signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also tell you the strategy behind the signals and actually guide you on where to exit in the signal analysis, so that you can, in the long run, not only earn from the signals, you also learn how to trade better. Now, look at this last Friday, we issued a US CAT at selling at 1.2563 stop loss, a very specific stop loss, and 3 possible take profit targets. And you can see here, we also have the analysis given out on why we take this trade. Now, it hits a TP1, TP2, and TP3, but when we see the market, we see a take profit target of 1 at the point in time is a good suggestion to look at it because we're not very sure which direction it goes no more. So we decided that we issue a suggest to secure profit, which close your trade at TP1. Now, if you look for analysis, you want to learn new strategies, require some coaching, we also have members only live Zoom sessions on Monday and Wednesdays evening. On Monday, we run trade ideas, teach you new strategies, update you on recent market economic developments, and this is really during this time on Monday, which is today evening. Do join us. It is an opportunity to pick Jin's brain on pretty much on any trading related questions that you might have. Then on Wednesdays, we run live trading sessions so that you can trade together with us. Now, more importantly, now we have a customized platform, which is really be very ease of use for all members. No more searching for different articles anywhere. All the articles will also can be grouped into the different panels here, where you have the trading floor, and this trading floor is where you can chat, interact with all the members in this group, in this LCMS Traders Club. We also have market watch card traders where we can see all the information here. We have the weekly currency correlation. We also have our daily currency analysis. All these trade ideas here coming in, all to help you to shortcut your way to your success in trading. Now, this platform is also available on both the app both Apple and Androids, which means you not only can learn Forex on the go, you also can get immediate notification on your mobile on any new posts and signals here. So the signals is also issued here. Right now, let me shift it in. The signals are issued here with the analysis as well. And if you have the app, you will get the notification immediately. Now, how do you join this group? It is paid a subscription of $199 a year, which is less than $1 a day. If you're facing any uncertainty in your trading and are taking any risk, you definitely need to join the club to get some guidance towards profit and get some coaching on improving your confidence and strategy immediately. Now, go right now. The link is on the chat group. You go on to LCMS Club, tradersclub.lcms.com.sg. Scroll all the way down, and it is only $199 a year. Remember, it's really less than $1 a day. Okay, so trading can be very lonely, but with this close-knit community ready to share, trading can be enjoyable and definitely profitable. Now, if you ever done so, make sure you click the link now and join. Okay, to join this group here where so much interaction is happening right now. Now, with this, let me now hand over to Jean for the Aussie and New Zealand pairs.
Good morning. It is Monday. Can those of you who have not voted in the poll that I just launched, please just click yes or no. Those of you who are joining us on Facebook, we are live on Facebook. Jump onto the link is there in the comments. Jump onto the Zoom call so that we can, get you chatting in the group here. And also, if you have any questions, you can ask us in the chat at that point. So today is Monday. We had quite a nice week with several analyses last week. Going to be a huge week this one ahead because we've got quite a number of big news coming up. So looking at the news, forextradingasia.com, head there, get your analysis, get your economic calendars. Today is Monday, looking at the Aussie and the New Zealand dollar in focus. We had some Aussie news in the morning. We have the China data, didn't do too much. We have new home sales, not too keen on that. What I want to pay attention to is tomorrow's Reserve Bank of Australia's meeting minutes. There's not going to be a big surprise in terms of the meeting minutes, but we're probably going to use it as an indication of what's going to happen for the Aussie dollar. I think we're going to see that they're going to have that approach of the wait and see approach. We might see the Aussie dollar lose a bit of ground because of this meeting minutes, but what's probably more important is we saw some US dollar strength come around towards the end of last week. So adding to that as well, on Wednesday we have, nope, not Wednesday. We've got US building permits number, so US dollar number there with Canadian CPI, we spoke about that. On Thursday morning, 2 a.m., we have the FOMC rate decision, okay? And then with economic projections, rate decision, and a statement coming out, most likely no change on rates. Economic projections, we're probably going to see a little bit of a better projection coming from the FOMC. So what this means is we're probably going to see the FOMC's projection shows that GDP is probably going to increase better than expected. We're probably going to see inflation increase, moving towards its target, not achieving the target yet, but moving towards its target of 2 to 3%. And then with the press conference at 2:30 a.m. on Thursday morning, we're probably going to see a little bit of a positive spin coming from the FOMC. So putting all that together, we might actually on Thursday morning see some US dollar strength come around. But what you know now, it's Monday. There's a lot of things that could happen between Monday to Thursday. So, keep checking back on this currency analysis that I do every day. If there's anything that changes from now to Thursday that could change what happens at FOMC. Rates are still going to stay the same. Projections are still going to stay the same, but the press conference, the tone of the press conference might change a little bit if there's any surprises that comes around from now to Thursday. So we'll keep you updated on that. More importantly, what's happening on Thursday as well is we're going to see GDP numbers come around for New Zealand. Okay, so previous quarter was 14%, now expected at 0.1%. So tuning it back down at GDP at 0.1%. If that does come up, we might actually see some weakness come around for the New Zealand dollar. So we might see the New Zealand dollar tune back a little bit. The employment numbers for Australia at 8:30 on Thursday morning, looking at a bit of a stable number. Okay, employment change was 29K, expected 30, so not a big change there, looking at some stability come around. Unemployment rate looking at an improvement, 6.4% going to 6.3. So looking at some improvement in the unemployment rate there for Australia. So, we might be looking at some US dollar strength come around, followed with a little bit, if the numbers do come out like that, a little bit of Aussie dollar strength as a rebound. And then we've got pound news, which I'll tell you about when we talk about the pound dollar on Wednesday. Then on Friday, a lot of yen news. I'll tell you about that on Thursday when we talk about the yen. And then that's the end of the week. Okay, so you can see we've got a lot of central bank news coming out. We've got, meeting minutes from Australia. We've got the FOMC. We've got the UK, Bank of England with their rates. And then we've got Japan with their policy statements and their rate decision and press conference. All that put together, we're going to see a lot of volatility for this week. We're going to see a lot of volatility come around for this week. So how is that going to play into the news? How is that going to play into the charts, into the trading? Let me click on that and get there. Okay, so this is before I get into what could happen, let's look into last week. We spoke about the Canadian dollar with the Canadian dollar news come around on Friday. I'm super happy with this projection. I said I was going to bounce up a little bit before that big drop down. It did bounce up. So, it did bounce up there before coming down towards that same point here on the left at 1.2477. So at this support level right now, what is it likely to do? Is it likely to bounce off from this 2477 level, or is it going to head lower? Traders Club members, tonight, GMT plus 8 at 8 p.m., I will be guiding you through all the detailed analysis of all the different currency pairs. This is going to be a big week, so we need to get you informed straight away. On Monday night, I'll give you my playbook for the whole week, just so that you know what to do and you can jump into some trades, make some profits together. So now looking at the Aussie dollar, right? Bear in mind, we have the meeting minutes coming out, the Aussie meeting minutes coming out. We have the FOMC rate decision press conference, economic projections with some US dollar strength expected. And then after that, we have, possibly some good employment numbers coming around for Australia. Putting all that together, I'm anticipating this move, right? Some US dollar strength come around. So we might actually see the Aussie dollar come back down. Okay, it is sitting at 7745 right now. I think that we might see it track down towards a 7666 support level before. So this is all the way leading up to the FOMC news, or even for the FOMC news, before we could actually see that bounce back up again with the Aussie employment numbers pushing the Aussie dollar back up. Okay, so what this means is if you're looking for a trade, we could be looking at below 7740 or 77. Let's be a little bit safer and say 7730. Below 7730, you're looking at a 30-40 pip stop loss for a good 60 pip take profit level. First play is that downward move, 30 pip stop loss, 60 pip take profit towards, oops, don't draw on my screen. I know you're all excited with that trade, but don't draw my, oh man, who's drawing my screen? Hang on, clear away all your, okay. If you're drawing on my screen, I don't know who you are, but don't do it. Hang on. How do I block you from drawing my screen? Okay, I can't figure it out. Anyway, don't draw my screen. Then what else am I talking about? See, you threw me off. I'm not giving you any more trade analysis anymore. You threw me off. Downward play from 7730 towards 7666. That's the first play. And then after that, if we see the Aussie dollar bouncing back up because of the employment numbers, or good employment numbers coming from Australia, then we could see that second move again, the same thing that happened here last week, bouncing off 7666 towards 7765. That's a good 80 pip move upwards with a very tight stop loss of 40, very comfortable stop loss of 40 pips. So again, two plays here, downward move, 30 pip stop loss, 60 pip take profit towards the support. And if it does bounce off that support, 40 pip stop loss and 80 pips take profit upwards for the Aussie dollar. So what you could be looking for Aussie dollar in this week alone is a good 100 pips move if it does move accordingly. For the New Zealand dollar, it does look a little bit more confusing. All right, it looks a little bit more confusing because the New Zealand dollar is sitting right at this 7197 level, with the New Zealand GDP coming around at 0.1%. We might actually see not a big change for the New Zealand dollar. So going from 14% to 1%, it is still a good number. It's dropping a lot from the previous quarter. We might actually see it stabilize and sit there at this point. It probably will get dragged around a little bit by the Aussie dollar because of that correlation. But on current point now, the New Zealand dollar looks like it should be moving across before possibly heading upwards. Okay, moving across a little bit before possibly moving upwards, but that's going to cause a little bit of a distress for a lot of traders. That correlation between the Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar, you can see now that Aussie we expected to drop before bouncing back up. New Zealand dollar, we're looking at it probably sitting across before moving back up. That divergence between Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar is going to cause quite a bit of a potential trade idea for New Zealand, for the New Zealand dollar. So watch out for this trade at this point. Still a bit of early days before it develops. I think we might see a bit more upside on the New Zealand dollar, but it really depends on how the Aussie dollar does drag it around. So look for the divergence between Aussie and New Zealand, and then we could see some possible trade ideas happening there. But Traders Club members, if anything does pop up, I will be sharing it here on the platform, like the same thing I did where was it? I don't even know. Last week. So like same thing I shared last week where I was sharing my trade idea, securing your take profit levels, entering a trade, where to move your stop loss down to secure your take profit levels, and then after that, when to close out your trade. So these are actual trades that I'm jumping into. Some of it might be for myself. Some of it might be under the Forex Briefcase managed accounts. So, if you can copy the trades, fantastic. Get onto the platform, get onto those trades. If you can't copy the trades, then make sure you jump onto Forex Briefcase so that we can do it on behalf for you. All right. So with that, the poll is there. If you haven't already, jump onto the link, forexbriefcase.com. If you have, then Traders Club members will see you tonight. With that said, I'll pass it back to Daniel.
Okay, thank you, Jin, for the Aussie and New Zealand trade ideas we have. So I'm going to launch a new poll right now. What do you thought of these sessions today? Do let us know what you think about this webinar, right? So for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded in the LCMS Traders YouTube channel. So thank you for joining the sessions today. Tomorrow it's a Tuesday, so we'll be talking about the euro pairs. So do join us same time tomorrow again. Bye.